Hello everybody, how's it going? This is going to be my Sepulcher Mythic guide on how to solo all the bosses. This is post-nerf. So if you're still struggling, hopefully this video offers you some help. I'm doing this on a level 70 paladin playing protection and retribution. I'm by no means in any special type of gear. I have generic season 4 dragonfly gear. So if I'm able to do it, you can be sure that as a paladin at level 80, even with just, I don't know, heroic, maybe some LFR gear, you can most definitely do this. Okay, so first boss is pretty free. Literally just stand there, maximize your DPS. You don't have to worry about anything. Okay, Artificer Xy'mox is literally also free after the nerf. You don't need to worry about the rings anymore. Or the traps, they don't stun you or do anything. So just literally DPS the boss. This boss is really easy. Just make sure you're in melee range, otherwise you'll cast Destroy, and it will hit up to 1,000,000 each time. You could probably even survive that if you knew what you were doing and coordinated your cooldowns, but there's no point. Like, you're playing a paladin, you'd always be in melee range. I did solo this on my 70 mage as well. Just be in melee range, and yeah, you can kind of survive as a cloth wearer too if you use all your buttons. Make sure you don't stand in the blue pools. Like, you can see there are blue pools dropping. I stand in it because you lose haste and you can actually go into minus, so it just makes the fight a little bit longer. So don't get hit by that, but yeah, other than that, it's take us. Okay, time for Halondrus. So here, because I did this on a 70, I will personally recommend, because I haven't done this on an 80 paladin, I will recommend playing prot for this. Try it yourself. You might be able to get away with it as rare, but the main thing here is we're not going to do bombs. Okay, so they've changed it so there's only one bomb in phase 1, but it's still 3 bombs in the later phases. I don't know why they didn't fix that. And usually you grab the bombs, drop them, pick them up, drop them. But I'm gonna forget all that. What I'm gonna do is use defensive cooldowns and survive the bomb damage. Okay, so I have like 1.9 or 2 million HP in this clip, I think, as a prot paladin. So I get my fleshcraft up, and that's enough to survive the explosion. So here in phase 2, what I'm doing is I'm grabbing all the orbs, or bombs rather, and bringing them close together, and then I'm making sure they're all counting down at the same time. Because what I want to do, I want to pop all my defensive cooldowns. Not bubble, because bubble doesn't work, it will go through bubble. But I want to make sure they all tick at the same time, and I pop my Guardian of the Ancient Kings and my Argent Defender. I'm in my Consecration, and I try and get as much Absorb as I can up with my Divine Toll and Avenger Shield. If I'm able to survive this at level 70, doing the exact thing I just showed you in the clip, then you can most definitely survive at level 80, because you'll have triple my HP, you have hero talents and whatever other kind of things, even trinkets that have absorb, which I'm not even using. I'm using very generic stat stick trinkets. So do that for all the bombs, and then they disappear, and you don't need to worry about them, and that's it. The fight other than that is tank and spec. One thing to keep in mind here, the boss started running while there was 3 bombs behind me, so we're gonna do the thing I just said, but I'm looking back with my camera to make sure I know when they pop, so I can pop my defensive cooldown at the right time. So Argent Defender saves me here, and then it procs my Guardian and Ancient Kings, and then I just Word of Glory myself back to full HP. Okay, so this boss pretty much tank and spank. The only thing I'll say that could trip you up if you're not paying attention, don't tank the boss close to an edge. Because when he does staggering barrage, I believe it is, it will knock you back. It does like 1, 2, 3, 4, I think 4 ticks. And on the last tick, it pushes you back really far. I just use Divine Steed to move forward so I can get back into melee range for my auto attacks. But just try and tank him around the middle. Don't stand in obvious shit, and you know, if ads come out, don't need to focus on ads, but you know, just kill them with your passive, you know, rotation. Other than that, yeah, pretty easy fight. Okay, so I did this fight as proc because there's a healing debuff, which reduces all healing by 100% when you stand in the green pool. So I just went proc to basically make this fight much easier. But I have the ads here from the trash tier because I literally had no point not to pull all of them. So I wanted to be as quick as they can. Yeah, you want to get the bosses down to 40%. So target one boss. Maybe I got him to like 15, and I type target to the other boss who's like 16, and I try and get them down to like both 40 to 41%, so they both phase at the same time. Yeah. Be careful in phase 3, don't do too much damage to one boss. You don't want to accidentally kill one boss and then like you have to kill the second, third, and fourth, and then you don't kill them in time, and the one you just killed reconstructs, and then you have to go through that tedious, annoying process again. So it's just as a prop paladin, it's pretty easy because as long as I'm not focusing judgment and using a lot of my other abilities, it's all AoEing anyway. So yeah, pretty easy fight. Lihuvim is a very easy boss. Tank and spec again. I played red for this one because basically no damage coming out. When he goes up into the middle and goes up, you have like about 10 seconds to DPS him before he takes 99% less damage, and then you need to kill an ad that will run out towards you. It'll be blatantly obvious. Kill the ad, and then the boss will come back down. Tank and spec, kill the boss. That's it. You can literally stand this stuff if you wanted to. I mean, I could have in this video, but I didn't want to wipe and run back, so I just, out of habit, literally stood out of stuff. But yeah, pretty easy fight. Okay, so I did try this as Ret, but I died in the Revenant of the Lich King phase when we go down. I would recommend doing this as a tank spec. It's pretty easy as tank. You don't take any damage. This fight is basically tank and spec. The only thing I'll say, the boss does the barrier, which does healing absorb, and you're meant to like heal to reduce the barrier size. I just basically said I don't want to deal with this because it costs a lot of mana to keep spamming Word of Glories. So I just I tried here and I was like, oh, okay, this is not going down so easily. So I decided to just ignore that mechanic for the entire fight. What I will say is you get a damage buff when you're down there, and all the damage done to the Lich King will go to Anduin. I would recommend holding your Lust until this phase, which I didn't do actually. You can use like your wings and other 2 minutes in the opener because it takes about 2 minutes plus to get into this intermission. But once you're down here, pop everything and then burn the Lich King as fast and hard as you can. I don't believe the ghouls do the healing debuff anymore, where the auto attacks keep applying a 5% healing debuff. Because I do remember trying to solo this in Dragonflight on my 70 DK, and that was what was killing me because my Death Strike wouldn't do anything. Believe it or not, if you're a Clothy, Revenant of the Lich King will still hit like 700k auto attacks. It looks easy in this clip, but as a 70, I have armor cap with the gear I have. And I have ridiculous amount of secondary stats. So I might make it look easy, but if you tried it on a mage warlock, because I did try this on my mage, just got whacked so fast. So definitely just make it easier on yourself, play a tank spec. You could probably do it as DPS if you know, pull out some fancy smancy cards, but you know, I don't want to deal with that, so I just went pro. And yeah, don't forget I'm level 70, so sure I was level 80, I could just kite around on my steed at level 80. And oh, by the way, I don't have any conduits in this clip. On this toon, I don't have conduits. I didn't want to go and do the whole entry quest line and then spend 10k comic flux getting conduits until I needed it, which you'll see later. I needed it for the Lords of Dread. I will say kill these ads here too. They tickled me. As I just left them up, I wasn't really focusing them. Eventually their damage started to tickle, and I didn't want it to go beyond tickling, so I would just say kill the ads. If you're level 80, you're just gonna one-shot them, two-shot them. They're very low HP, so yeah, just kill the ads, save yourself some trouble. They don't fear, so yeah. Okay, so this boss is a pain in the ass. I wiped like 10-20 times. Forced me to go get conduits. So my initial strat was to kill I can't remember the name now as I'm commentating over this. Not Morgana, it's the other one, the lady. Because when she gets to full energy, she does this thing where basically you get permanently feared, and then you're just stuck until you die. What I decided to do after theory crafting was go for Morganus, don't kill him, and make sure you pop all your cooldowns during the phase where they take 100% more damage. Just go crazy, pop everything there. But don't kill Morganus. Keep in mind, if you're level 80, you might be able to just smoke these two guys and ignore everything I'm saying here. So don't follow everything I'm saying to the teeth if you're level 80. But what I didn't kill Morganus, and that because also another issue I ran into is when you kill one of the bosses, there comes out a debuff that the other boss casts that just keeps ramping up in damage until you die or the boss dies, and it actually gets ridiculous at level 70. So I wanted to say, when you do get horrified, which will happen once, depends on your DPS, you may not even get any of these if your DPS is insane at level 80, but when you do get horrified here, I wait until I'm very low HP, then I bubble. Because also Morganus is about to go back into the phase where he takes 100% more damage, and there I won't need to worry about getting re-feared. So look, I bubble here, Morganus goes into the phase, and then I kill him, and that's it. It's pretty free after that. So what I did was I killed Morganus while he was in that swarming phase, taking 100% more damage, and it doesn't trigger the debuff from the other boss, the one I just mentioned. The other boss then doesn't do her mechanics at all. She doesn't go up in energy, so it's pretty much a free fight after that. Believe it or not, the reason this boss was hard was for the most stupidest reason. You know, it's like if I'm I don't know, in classic and I want to know patchworks in Rage Timer, literally I can Google it, it will come up. There's no information about this in Rage, so I had to figure it out myself. On his 4th Big Bang, after exactly 6 minutes and 30 seconds, that Big Bang will take about 30 seconds to cast, and that Big Bang is a Big Bang that you cannot survive. Even if you had a trillion HP, you will just die. My strategy for this, after a couple wipes, spent about 2 hours here, my strategy was just do enough DPS as proc, which you can see in the video. I think it was like 170k at level 70, so this will be really easy at level 80. Do enough damage that by the time he's casting that 4th Big Bang, he just dies. I literally do not do the singularity here. I don't go down. I mean, I attempted them all in different attempts, but this was the attempt that got me the win. Just stand in the corner and just DPS Rygelon, with one exception. If you're a level 70 like me in this video, when he does Massive Bang, use Argent Defender. Just Argent Defender. You don't, bubble won't work, it will go through bubble, and that's it. Every Massive Bang, up to 4th of course, because that one wipes you, I literally just, yeah, Argent Defender. Simple. Other than that, it's a pretty free fight. Just kill him in 6 minutes and 30 seconds. Well, at 6 minutes 30 seconds, you'll start casting the last Big Bang, so you have like another 30 seconds after that. But I think anyone watching this video is doing more than 170k DPS, as you can see on the details there. So I wouldn't worry about it. It's pretty free. Oh, didn't actually mention, this isn't the kill. So after I wiped, I went AFK, get some lunch, and then forgot to hit record when I came back and killed him. So I'm just going to show this clip. I got him to 8%. You'll see the concept. Like if I had a bit more DPS, I would have killed him in that Massive Bang. But yeah, pretty easy. Jailer was pretty easy, I think. All you really have to do here is the bomb mechanics. Everything else is really easy. Like his tank buster did, I don't know if it doesn't do any damage or I just absorbed it because I was actually using defensive cooldowns every time he did it. But yeah, this fight is pretty easy. The only thing you need to watch out for is the bombs. So when you get the bomb, when there's 2 seconds or less, I mean not 0, but there's 2 seconds remaining on your bomb debuff, jump into a hole, make sure your back is not facing another hole, or when you get pushed back up, you'll go into the other hole and you'll lose the fight. Okay, so look, I have the bomb here, about to jump in, and then I face my back towards nothing, and then I'm going to get knocked back into right there, exactly where I was before. You still have to run behind the pillar, when he does the relentless domination, or I think that's the name of the cast. Yeah, other than that, it's pretty easy. I did this as ret, doing about 300 to 500k DPS depending on the phase. He does do a mind control in phase 2. I was like studying videos on this, and I've seen people use like the Farak trinket to do damage to themselves to break the mind control. I don't know if he does do it or doesn't do it anymore, because I used bubble when my timer said it would come out. I don't even know if I did it at the right time. I pressed bubble, didn't get mind control, and I was like, oh, okay, and I kept going, and he just died. So I didn't get enough attempts on this boss to give you that information. But if you're a paladin, when charms is being well, if you have timers like big wigs or DBM, when charms is about to go off, I think that's the cast. Just bubble. Assuming this mind control still goes out. Other than that, it's pretty free. Just DPS the boss, kill him. I'm pretty sure anyone watching this video is gonna do more damage than me. I'm not even spec'd for it properly. I don't have the right gear for it. My trinkets are complete dog shit. So even if you're using an old level 70 season 4 character, as long as you have the right trinkets, you do double my damage, and this will be much easier for you. So there's not much of a healing requirement here. The boss doesn't do much damage either. Other than that, just don't stand in obvious shit. Yeah, it's pretty free. So enjoy your Mythic Sepulcher guide.